This is boy Alpha Blue. Today we're going to be talking about guns. Light of everything going on right now. First off, I guess start this video. Nearly everyone has been affected in some way, either positive, negative, whatever, by guns or by a gun, myself included. Not going to go into that, but just going to start there. Anybody that's lost their lives or lost a loved one or has been affected in a bad way, I'll pray for you and hope you can find some peace. On to the agenda. So, guns. You know, the one inanimate object that everybody thinks that just grows legs and does horrible things. That one. Today, we are looking at the aspects of the logic behind guns, gun control, and prevention. Okay? There are a lot of things happening right now with, well, like us. For now, in the United States, we just had the Parkland, Florida school shooting. And the internet has gone fucking wildly crazy. It's a whole lot of pointing blame. There's a whole lot of misdirection and a whole lot of advanced gun control. For instance, well, let's just start with the main one, okay? Everybody's blaming the gun, which I've never understood this logic. They spit it every single fucking time. I'm just really gonna go on. You just cannot blame an inanimate object for going out and shooting people. I just don't get it. It's not the gun, okay? It's not the gun. It's not the gun's problem. The gun did not grow legs, okay? Let's just get that out of the fucking way right away. I ain't pro-gun, I ain't anti-gun, I'm just a nice little in the middle, and I'm just saying right now, there's no logic behind blaming the gun. It makes entirely no fucking sense, okay? Let's get the hell off of that, okay? Gun laws. Let's just go into it here. Gun laws. Y'all scream for gun laws. And y'all want this whole let's defeat the NRA philosophy. I haven't really come up with a complete plan for that. And I'm assuming that's where everybody's question is, okay? But with just saying there needs to be more gun laws and screaming that in your interviews, but with no fucking solution, you're talking to a brick wall, okay? I get it. Okay, we are a nation. In the United States, we are bombarded with gun lovers, man. I'll probably Google it and put a link on, but how many guns are in circulation is astronomical. I hear ya. There's a lot of fucking guns out there. But this regulate, like, I don't know if you guys have looked, but to even, like, go and even attempt to get a gun or to fill out their form and their little bylaws and their little regulations and their whole federal fucking aspects of it, even state has some laws in there. There's a lot of already regulations on guns, okay? A lot. Any little fucking thing. I mean, dude, you could have so much as a fucking misdemeanor on your record and get denied for a gun, bro. And if you don't believe me, pause this video, go Google it. Okay, there's a lot of regulation already. I'm not saying that all the time that, some bad people or some bad apples are getting guns. Okay, that happens. That happens. But let's look at that aspect. There's a lot of multiple felons. There's a lot of people in armed robberies that are fucking case by case by case by case by case. But dude, they're fucking criminals, dude. They're gonna find a fucking gun. Or like a lot of these guns are actually done in like house robberies and shit like that, where they're taking the gun out of the dude's gun safe that they just broke into, and then their gun is circulated on the fucking street, dude. So with all that, okay, guns have made their way into circulation, okay? Guns are here. They're here to fucking stay. They ain't going anywhere quick. Okay? Gun regulation, I mean, to even put any more on gun regulation doesn't stop a criminal from getting a gun. Okay, none of that is going to stop it. You go to a fucking gun show, for instance, hell, half of them don't even do background checks. Half of them just fucking sell you the gun. Just flat out, fuck it, you got the cash, take it, you go. Okay? Not saying it's right, but I'm just saying that's how things are, and it just, unfortunately, we could have a million tragedies, and I'm telling you, it ain't never gonna fucking change, dude. We're in the land of the free. We're in fucking America, dude. It's fucked, but it ain't changing. There's no regulation for this, okay? And you ain't coming up with solutions to stop it. Oh, stop all gun shows then. Okay, that's not the answer. Okay, that was just my example of how easy it would be for someone to obtain a gun. Now you take away a gun, there's a back truck in the back alley with plenty of fucking guns. And even if we took all the guns, all right, even if, okay, look at these countries, okay, these other countries that have most gun laws, and look at like all these motherfuckers. Gun runners would be running circles in America, fucking selling people guns, like even in countries that are involved with fucking wars, civil wars, even Iraq, wars with us. There's gun runners running around. People are getting armed, okay? Guns are never going to stop. It's like saying, oh, we should just stop manufacturing guns. This ain't going to, it's a dumb logic, okay? It's not going to fix anything, okay? You just screaming, we want more regulations. No. Solutions, okay? This isn't a solution. Just it's the government's fault. It's not the government's fault that this shit happened, and that's what I feel that you guys are implicating there. Like, oh, it's the federal government's fault. Last time I fucking checked, it wasn't a federal fucking agent running up in a school shooting kids. Okay, wasn't a senator. Quit blaming the fucking government. Like, put more. What the? And then you guys were like, oh, they took out mental illness and all this, so, you know. So then anybody with a mental, no. Yeah, you fact check, motherfucker. No, not everybody with any mental illness can just go out and buy a fucking gun that they're medicated or that they have serious mental issues. They just didn't take that and oh, yeah, erase that out. Just kidding, though. And even, okay, and now you're saying you want that back. Okay, so now let's look at that. Okay, so what is, everybody has a fucking mental illness, dude. Everybody in some sort of fucking way, whether you want to admit it or not, we're all stressed. We are all stressed. We're all depressed. We all have some times in our lives where we feel a little fucking nutty or a little spacey. Okay, it's not saying we're going to get medicated for it. Not saying we're going to talk to a therapist, but we all have a little bit of mental fuckery going on. All right, so and people like with PTSD and stuff like that shit is rampant, bro. Like all these kids, even in the school shooting and stuff, man, a lot of them are gonna suffer from PTSD. So what are you saying? Well, now that they've suffered a bad, horrendous event, well, they should never be gun owners now. No, they should have their rights taken away since they were involved with the tragedy of someone's actions of bringing a gun to their school and shooting up the school. I'm not saying they're totally exempt from owning a gun now. I'm not saying, well, since you were part of such an heinous action, you should never own a gun now. No, you're cut. Okay, that is your guys' logic, and it's fucked in the head. Okay? That is fucked. Okay? Next on the agenda. So, you guys, well, next thing, it's all the NRA. It's all the NRA. They're the ones that apparently sound like me right now, and they're the ones that are going pro-guns and trying to put guns in the arms of all the crazy killers, and they're the ones that are going and just pushing their agenda and pushing their marketing dollars into everything, so everybody owns a gun. Really, really, like that. Okay, the National Rifle Association is to blame now. Okay, well, I don't even know how to look at that because, like, well, their job, I guess, is to be like pro gun and shit, and they're all about their Second Amendment rights. Second Amendment. Make sure you got that. Yeah, I don't get. Yeah, well, they went on this whole big thing. I ain't even gonna call out of like the whole live thing I watched, but yeah, all this shit was. Oh, Donald Trump. Yeah, because Donald Trump was to blame also. I don't know. You guys are blaming a lot of shit here. I'm trying to keep up. But yeah, we're blaming Donald Trump because apparently I've not fact checked this, but apparently they fact checked this, and we're taking it with a grain of salt. But they're saying that Donald Trump got $30 million from the NRA to push some NRA agenda that I still haven't seen, or really. They haven't really even fact checked. But anyways, so we got $30 million from the NRA. Okay. So instead of like coming up with like maybe how he should spend that money or how we should implement, like better security and stuff, or even coming to the aspects of even maybe teaching people or even putting this money into programs for people to have like better grasp on guns and an understanding of guns. No, it's his fault because he got $30 million and don't know how he's spending it. But we blame Trump now because he got $30 million from the NRA. Back to what I was just saying though. Even if this is true, and even if the NRA has this money, okay, why are you guys trying to blame the NRA? Or why are you trying to blame the president, okay? Because I'm not even going of it was Trump, because I assume who was ever president at this point, you guys would be blaming that person, no matter who it fucking was in office, aside. But here's solutions, okay? How about you push the NRA to start funding these gun programs? Or maybe even bring it to kids, and have a little class in school about guns and gun safety and how to use a gun and how to how powerful a gun is, and educate people. Why don't you do that? Because that's what they already fucking do. Yes, the NRA funds all these fucking programs over and over and over again. But then, when there's some fucking crazy fucking lunatic that goes off and shoots up a motherfucking place, oh, they're the blame. They're the ones who fucking did it. They sold them the gun, and they are the ones that are pushing the Second Amendment right that nobody should have because our amendment rights, who needs them? And, dude, they do this. Okay? They are the one. What are you bitches doing? Oh my God. Yeah, you guys are saying, we're to blame the NRA. Oh, we're blaming Trump. Oh, we're blaming guns. We're blaming. But you're not coming up with any fucking solution. At least the NRA is putting their money where their fucking mouths are. Is the fact that they're funding this. Not because of you. Don't fucking even say that in the comment section. Oh yeah, they're only doing that because of the hype on the... No. Because one of their grounding found fucking number one rules are training, understanding, education. It's millions. And you know what? I fact checked that shit. They are spending millions of dollars on education with guns. And... No, fuck them. I don't. What are you guys doing that are bitching? You ain't doing shit. Not nothing. You're blaming them. You're saying it's their fault. You're saying that they're all pro-gun, so fuck them. But you're not. What's your better solution? Okay? Hands down. What would be my biggest solution would be security at the gate. Enough with the fucking blaming. Okay, let's come up with some logical solutions. I'm sick of hearing you guys. I get it. It was tragedy. I get it. It's bad. I get it. this shit needs to stop. I get it. We need to make a change. I get all of it. I understand your theory. I understand your philosophy. I understand where you're going. But seriously, unless you're coming up with some sort of solution, you can just quit all the bitching. Security. Dude, okay, I guess where I would blame the federal government would not be about the guns. Throw that shit away. Would be the first thing that gets cuts, like pay cuts and gets funding cuts, is schools, the education system, money for our children. That is the first and number one every time I've watched a fucking little Congress meeting. That's the first thing that's fucking cut. And this, okay, I guess it ain't just on federal level. This is state level. This is city council meetings. The first thing that's always cut is fucking schools, man. Every time, when they need money, oh, there's a pothole. All right, kids don't really need a skiing class anymore. All right, cut that shit. Basketball team, well, they sucked last year. We don't really need them anymore. And, and if they want it, we can just make the parents pay for it. But, we'll raise property taxes so we can throw more money into the school because we want to cut the funding for our vacation to our 5-star resort in Honolulu. First thing that gets cut. Y'all ain't protesting that shit. Store on that. But yeah, first thing that gets fucking cut. But hey, you go to like inner city fucking schools, okay? Like inner city, in the cities, dude, these motherfuckers got like metal detectors. These motherfuckers, they'll search your motherfucking ass. Police are just sitting there, fucking, they even got the little scanner on the fucking doors to let you in that motherfucking school, as they ain't playing no bullshit. And, but why is that though? Because, the odds of something wrong happening in the inner city is a lot higher than happening in the small towns. I've been told this. Okay, last time I fucking checked, these school shootings ain't happening at the motherfucking inner cities, motherfuckers. These ain't happening at state fucking capital cities, okay? These are happening in the small fucking towns. Why wouldn't they have security? Because they can't afford it. Because they get budget cuts. Oh, the fucking ass. Every fucking which way. Y'all ain't protesting that shit. Y'all ain't asking for funding. Y'all ain't coming up with solutions. Y'all are just bitching and blaming inanimate objects and shit. But when it comes down to it, really, we have plenty of out-of-work veterans or people in that fucking range, and that would be more than happy to fucking go there and protect our kids. Granted, the Florida school did have a security guard. He wasn't armed, though, so what the fuck is he going to do? He was just kind of like an innocent bystander, just as the rest of us, unfortunately, okay? But security. Dude, a person that I know, I'll go with that, works for the electric company, okay? The electric company, okay? To even get in their fucking building, dude, you need a fucking scan card. Every single door you go in there is fucking heavy duty, fucking big old fucking like straight up thick as fuck like steel doors and shit like that. And yeah, you ain't getting in and out of that bitch. Surveillance that's monitored 24/7, fucking straight up. Like you even try to go to their garage and even steal their copper wire. They have fucking straight up fucking like monitor alarms and shit that go off. That's the election company. Okay, I feel like shit. Take them electric people out of there and fucking throw in some fucking, that will be our new school because that shit seems pretty well and protected. I'm not saying it's going to prevent everything, but that's just a start. It's better than what the fuck I see in the schools that we live in. Shit, my daughter goes to this school. Okay, don't get me fucked up. I have kids. This shit does scare the fuck out of me. But ultimately, she goes to school. I've even asked her, like, what's your guys' security? Well, nothing. Not fucking, and I would know. I go to the fucking school. Shit, I'll walk right in that door, walk down the fucking hallway. No fucks given. And let me tell you, dude, if somebody walked up in there with a motherfucking straight up a pistol, okay, I'm not, get the fuck out of there. Anything, okay? First thing them bitches are doing, ducking, calling the people with guns. The people with guns. Like, straight up, that's... We need to stop everybody with fucking guns and shit like that, and we need to take all the guns away from all these people that we deem are unfit to have a gun, which is everybody in your fucking scenario. But when there is a school fucking shooting, the person you call is the people with guns that you say, oh, they were trained and they're all mentally stable. Oh yeah, hey, they've been killing some. You After this video, go and read and like anything. Watch any video of cops and shootings. Let me tell you, they're not fucking all stable. Security. I don't get it. Nobody's quit the fucking blame game. Everybody's blaming everybody, and I get it. You just don't know really what realm to take, because it's like, we all want answers. There's no simple answer, okay? Even my answer probably ain't the best answer, but it's a start, okay? In order to wake up or to make a change or even to prevent this, we got to do something, okay? And I'm not just saying, oh, put security in all schools and say fuck every other place. No, like, dude, security, man. Everywhere. And I guess, yeah, for the school shootings, it's most of the heinous ones. And, you're really cutting, it's like, I hate to say it, but it's like shooting fish in a barrel. They're all locked in, man. And, like, I get in the Florida thing, dude. Like, in that Florida shooting. Like, straight up, man, I give them teachers the utmost respect. They did have training. They did have drills. They had a plan, which was good. Columbine, let's look at that. Like, there was no plan, no way. There was no training. There was no drills. There wasn't shit. Hell, the cops couldn't even fucking move in. They just pretty much sat there and waited until things calmed down. And then they ended up having a shootout with the cops, and then ended up taking their own fucking lives. Bro, get it? We were quite fucking dumb back then. But now at least there was a plan. Them teachers and them janitors and students, even amongst themselves, saved probably hundreds of lives that day by taking the necessary steps. But more security, a little bit of metal detector action. I don't fucking care. Search my fucking kid every time she goes in the school. Search her ass. Like, dude, do something. Say my kid's the problem, but I'm just saying for every other kid, dude, search everybody, man. Like, we got to do something. Okay? I get this whole blame game, blaming the guns, asking for new guns. It ain't going nowhere. It's not gonna fix it. Okay? It's not. We just can't. Like every meme says, when a D-dub happens, we don't blame the car. When a bombing happens, we don't blame the bomb. So when a shooting happens, we cannot blame the gun. It's as simple as that. It feels so dumb to say, but it feels like at this point it's necessary because nobody else is getting it. Very, very slim of us are like, yeah, that's logic. That makes complete sense. But then I click on the news and there they are screaming fucking the gun is the blame. What? You didn't see the meme? I figured it would have been common sense by now. Like, come on, dude. So, if you're going to protest and you're going to preach and you're going to go on the fucking news and you're going to try to, like, seriously be in the limelight, okay? Fuck this whole gun activist shit and seriously come up with a plan, okay? Start putting your fucking money where your mouth is, man. Like, you start pushing the federal governments and the state governments and even these city council members that just neglect to really protect our children and start preaching about that. You start preaching about that, I will get behind you 110%. Yes, security. Not saying it's going to stop all of them. Not saying it's going to, but if it prevents one, it was a win, right? Like, yeah, it's better than none. It's better than stopping none because at this track record, We ain't stopped one. You can put on more gun control all you fucking want. You can keep blaming guns all you want. You can keep blaming Trump all you want. But let me tell you, at the end of the day, that ain't gonna stop one fucking shooting. Not one. Security, though, I just have high hopes that it's gonna stop one. I pretty much by my mental philosophy that it's gonna stop at least one. And if we stop at least one, we're doing something right. And then when we do stop it, and then that goes all over the fucking news everywhere, maybe other people just start to grab onto the whole security programs. Start preaching that shit. More security, make a fucking change. I'm with you on so many aspects, but the ridiculous shit has got to go, and we got to make the right changes. Don't make this whole change of the blaming. The blaming change never changes. Okay, it's not going to change anything. That's it. Like and subscribe. That's my philosophy. That's me on guns. Go with the blame, make a change. Peace.